G'day guys, welcome back to Wombat Gaming. Today I'm going to be doing a playthrough from start, and I'm going to be showing you the early game tips that I've learned from over 250 hours of playing this game. So hopefully I can show you some tips and pointers and things like that along the way. So I'll try to think of as many things as I can. It's pretty much just a free play, probably about 30 or 40 minutes, and we'll see. I'll try and edit out all the running and stuff to try and make this shorter for you guys, but let's get straight into it. Okay, well, this is where you would spawn. If you haven't played the game before, you'd be heading down to this little village down the bottom there, and you'll be starting your quest in this land. But before we do that, we've got this tower behind us, and a lot of people probably don't go up here and have a look, and you can basically just wander around up here. But if you come around this side, there is a chest that you can get straight up, so we're going to grab that and I'll show you what's in there. There's also just a couple of notes in here, you can read them later if you want to, and there's another note down this way, around this corner. Where is it? There it is on the bench here, and you can read those later as well. But they're that like little starting tips there to make sure you grab that chest. You don't want to miss that one, and away we go. Now, a little tip: running on roads allows you to run faster. If you have a look at the top left hand corner, we have our agility bar. It runs down quite low. Also, the clothing you wear can reduce your speed, so it reduces this particular armor. That more armor you get, the slower you're going to run. So don't be scared to pull all this stuff off. If you're not in combat, you actually will run faster and yeah, move a bit quicker. So alright, so we're going to head off down the path. You can see I'm running a lot faster now. I know it's up to you. If I just like to get places faster. Don't bother about picking anything up like stones and wood along the way. We're just going to get this started. This is the first town that we'll be heading into. You can see you run out of the stamina or agility quite quick in this game. So even when you've got some decent food, there's something that you need to build up in game as well. So we're going to head straight in and find the elder. There's not much else you can do at the start here. We just really want to have this conversation and we want to get going. So
Curious
Stop
times
wandering around. I have a
wars
duty
and
to my
rebels and
village
such.
first and foremost. But speaking openly can be no.
just going to skip through all of this.
Permission to build.
All right, so he says we've got permission to build now. We need to build a personal shack. You can disable all this stuff if you want to. I'll show you how to do some of this stuff. But what we want to do is we find a nice starting location, and then we need to wait till tomorrow and then check in with him. So we're going to head down this road, and I'll show you a couple of locations that are really good for start locations, and then we'll pick up some stuff to be able to build our first shack. At this stage, you can't recruit anybody. We need to get this shack built and wait till tomorrow. I mean, it is 9:20 in the morning. So we're going to keep going down this road. Now this area ahead of me is where I first started, and I'll show you it is the safest place in the game for sure. And it has everything that you need, so that's probably more important. I'm just looking around. I haven't started the game for nearly 250 hours, and I'm just seeing it does look, this whole area is like completely deforested in my game, if you guys have followed along. But I set up pretty much, I think, just around here, and tried to not like ruin all this flax and things. You're going to need all this sort of stuff. We are going to have to collect some of this flax, and I'll show you why. If you open up the build menu, our personal shack, we need 6 flax and we need 10 wood. So we're just going to grab some of this flax while we're here, and we'll get some wood going as well. There's also other things like sage in the area. We've also got over here, we've got some hemp growing. Now the easiest way to get wood at the moment is just off the ground. These hardwood trees here, usually there's lots of wood dropped on the ground below them. You can grab the wood while we're here as well. Let's see if we can find some more. There's heaps here. I've got some berries as well. We might as well just... The berries don't last long in your inventory, but we might as well grab them. They're a good food source, really easy to find at the beginning. Okay, I think we've got enough for our shack, we needed 10 wood. We do have 10 wood, and we've got our other stuff. So all right, that's we could make a axe as well. We've got in the build in our menu here. If you have a look down the bottom, we can craft a simple axe with 6 wood and 2 crude stone. We can also do I didn't even bother with the torch, to be honest. We can do a club that requires some wood as well. So we might pick up a little bit more wood before we head down further. And we might try and find that stone just so we could build. Oh, our inventory is full anyway, so we might get this shack built. Now this would be the location I would suggest building. It's just far enough away from the road that you shouldn't get bothered, and it's close enough to a lot of resources. This is one location. Now a little bit more risky of a location I'm going to try. I'm going to go down this way a bit further. There's a crossroads down here, and the reason why I'm heading this way is that there's a good source of ore down this way, and also it's very close to a lake, so to speak, and that lake has things like reeds, things like that. So we've got some. Alright, this is the crossroads I was talking about. Now I'm just going to head through here, get off the road a little bit. I'll show you where that, you can see over there, good source of tin. And we also have nearby, we have some copper and things like that. Not that we need them right now. There's some mud here as well. But we might build here just for somewhere different. We've got, let's open up the map. We've got some red dots. We've got some wolves over here to our left, which is fine. All right, we're going to try this location. This would be my second location. If you're an experienced player and you're starting again, this is where I'd probably place it, just as a try something different. We don't want to place it on top of these things like the mud. We'll lose that. So we're going to kind of just, maybe where we're going to go, probably a little bit. We want to be kind of close to the road, but not too close either, because we are going to get bandits up and down the road. All right, so we're going to build our shack. Place everything in our construction pile, and we're going to start building it. Now, when you do have your own villagers, they will build stuff for you. So if you don't like doing this bit at the beginning, though, it's fairly hands-on. All right, we have our personal shack. All right, so we have unlocked our technology tier. Let's have a look what we can build now. We can build a bunch of stuff here. We're going to need all this sort of stuff. We need a research desk, definitely. So that's going to need a couple of logs. So we're going to need to get ourselves an axe going. And we can start researching stuff as well. And we're going to need a personal shack for ourselves, and a housing tent. Things like, well, sorry, no, we've already built the personal shack. We're going to need a housing tent. And we're going to need some other stuff as well. So let's see if we can find some stone. We're going to have to build a axe. We want to keep away from those wolves though. So here we go. And let's see if we can build this. We need some more wood. We need 4 more wood. All right, we'll just try back over in here. There's a lot of hardwood just here. So usually, yep, there we go. Lots of sticks. Alright, we should be able to just, this stuff is a quick craft. You don't have to research this stuff. So we have ourselves a axe. We'll make ourselves a club as well. It's got a nice 18 blunt on that one, so we can use that. And now we can chop some wood. Now we don't want this hardwood. This stuff won't chop anyway. We need that's a kind of later in the game a tier. For hardwood, you need a different kind of rugged axe for that, so we're not kind of interested in that right now. And we might build a storage container to start throwing some of this stuff in. You also have your own personal storage inside here. There's a little tip: whatever you put in here, if you do get raided, you won't lose. So this is a little tip. Always put into that particular chest anything you don't want to lose. And we need some more. Oh, we need flax. All right, there's a bit of flax around here. Alright, I think that was enough for that one. Now, we're going to keep an eye on our food as well. So we want to keep that food topped up. We've got 3 slots for food. It gives us a little bit more stamina and stuff. Alright, so we have the camp chest now, and we really want to get that research going. So that's probably my next tip. So we're going to need those 2 logs and a bit more flax. So we're going to collect the 5 flax. And let's see. Try and always keeping an eye on our mini-map too. We're opening up new area and see, put that away for a second. Things like flax and that, these things only grow in the warmer months, so if you're heading into winter, make sure that you get yourself a fair bit of it if you're going to need it. Alright, let's chop a tree down and we'll collect some wood while we're here. Alright, our inventory is full. We're going to have to, at the moment we don't have any bags or anything to increase our inventory. We're going to have to put some of this stuff over here. We can start building. You can build a layout area without having to... So you can place those items straight in. Alright, let's go and get that wood. Alright, we needed 2 logs, so I don't think we're going to be able to fit 2 logs in here unless we could put our clothes back on, I guess, and see if we can fit that in. And we don't need these flax seeds at the moment, we'll get rid of those. Alright, we'll chop another tree down. And always checking these dots. You can see we've got a boar over here. They will attack you if you get too close, so bear that in mind. Actually, we needed some more wood while we were here. Young trees will give you wood, the larger trees will give you logs. Alright, we have inventory is full again. Now the reason we want this research up and running is because this is this thing that takes time, so... Oh, we need 3 more wood. I think we get some wood in here, let's have a look. Alright, we got any more wood? We need a couple more wood. Here we go. We're going to need all this anyway, so we're just going to collect it while we can. We've got some other things that we need to build. Grab some berries and we'll chuck them in the... Alright, we have the... Let's have a look. What we want. Well, we want a bow. That's something we want to get going straight away, I think. So we are going to need a simple cord for that, though. So that's something that we don't have right now. We need 8 simple cord reeds we can find nearby, but we don't have the ability to do the simple cord just yet. So what we might do is let's have a look and see. We might maybe make a... we don't have rope either. So what can we research in here? We can do a bloomery, but it's probably a foraging camp might be handy once we get some people up and running. Alright, we'll do the... I think we'll start researching the foraging camp. we've got some of these ingredients. We need some mushrooms and we need some more stone. We also want to build ourselves a campfire. So we're going to need some more stone for that one as well. And what else are we going to need? We're going to need a simple workbench. So let's put these next to each other. Yep, so we need more stone, we need more wood. Okay, so we ran through some mushrooms over this way, I believe. Let's go back over here and have a look. They're usually in the foresty kind of areas. And we'll look for things like, here we go, some mushrooms. Let's gather as many of these as we can. And gonna need some more stone as well and some more wood, but and stone's plentiful. It's usually around rocky kind of areas like this. Let's gather as many as we can. I'll grab some more mushrooms while we're here as well. Let's fill ourselves up and then we can use our storage as well to put some of the stuff that we've got excess of. Alright, we're all full again. Let's head back. Get this campfire going so we can get some mushrooms on the cook. We'll put this axe away again. Okay. And I need to collect some more wood. Yep, we need more wood. We're just going to keep an eye on we don't get too close to those wolves over there. So at the moment, I don't really particularly want to take them on. So we'll just come over this way, grab some more wood out of this hardwood kind of area. Plenty on the ground, as I said. There's flax and stuff as well. Inventory is full again. We want to get that research going too, so I nearly forgot about that. Let's get back here and have a look at what we needed. We needed I think we're a stone short. We need one more stone, so I need to Alright, so this is a simple workbench. This allows you to craft stuff that we've already got, but once we've researched a few things, we'll be able to craft a bow and things like that in here as well. So we will have to find some more stone. Hopefully there's some over this way. There's copper. Or tin, I should say. I think this is tin. So we don't want the tin just yet. We know it's here, but we're just really after stone at the moment. So we get that. We'll get this flax. We're gonna need plenty of wood, so grab some more wood while we're here. We'll keep our eye out for some stone. Alright, we're not doing too well on the stone. More mushrooms. Okay, let's try across here. Alright, here we go. We'll just collect as much again, like I said. Don't want to make too many trips back and forth, but we do need another stone, I think. Make sure we get that first. Now, on top of this hill up here, there is a bandit camp, you can see. We're not in a position to take them just out, and there's some wolves there anyway, so let's grab what we can without getting too close to the wolf. Alright. Head back. Shame we can't get these bunnies. All right, we needed, what do we need? One more stone, didn't we? Oh, that's right. We can't research because we can't research ourselves. We do need someone to research for us. So that's just a little tip there. Now, make sure we get these before they get burnt. So we'll get everything set up and we'll roast some more mushrooms. All right, and what else can we build? Let's have a look. We'll get a housing tent built for our new person. Just pop that. They can hold 2 people, so we just need the 1. So we'll get this built, and we need 2 logs. All right, let's get some logs. Now these bigger trees, the taller ones, they'll give you 2 or 3 logs. In this case, 3. So at the moment we can only pick up the 2. We can come back for this one and pop it in our storage. All right, we'll just put this thing away. Just grab that log so we don't forget about it, and we'll pop whatever we don't need into our little storage container here. What we got in here? I've got some stone and stuff, so it does only holds. I've got a mod running, so just so you know, I just forgot about that. This chest won't hold 500. For you guys, if you don't have that mod, it'll be only holding 50 items, so just bear that in mind. I do find the storage a little bit too low in the game, to be honest, so I was experimenting around in one of my videos on mods, so if you are interested in checking that out, head over to that mod video and have a look. They're pretty easy to install. Alright, so there we go. We have our, it's stuck here a little bit, our housing tent, and it's getting kind of late. It's 8:30 now. I'm not sure if there's anything else we can really do. Let's grab these mushrooms before they burn again. Alright, we want to keep ourselves topped up. Now with food, certain foods will give you certain buffs. You can see this one here, berries gives you +8. Stamina is pretty handy early game. And we got a simple mushroom will give you 16 health and 14 stamina, but a roasted one will give you 25 health and 12 stamina. So you're getting slightly less stamina but more health, so good if you need that extra health to take on, say, some wolves or bandits. So but you have 3 slots for food at the moment. We currently have this large piece of cooked meat, which you won't be able to get until you start killing larger animals, but that gives you a slightly better increase in health and stamina, so they're pretty handy to have if you can get them. But we want to keep all 3 slots full, and that way you always got something, you know, as much of that health and stamina as you can get. Right, I think we have built everything. The outhouse is not really that important straight up. We could build it. I mean, it is something that you will need to use eventually, because there's going to be things in game. If you're using no mod and you've got a small storage compartment like 50, you want to get rid of things that you're not using, like spoiled food and that. But got plenty of room at the moment, so I'm not really worried about the outhouse. All right, we're going to head off to sleep, and then we're going to go continue on with our quest, talk to the elder, and recruit our first person. All right, we've woken up to a beautiful sunny day. Yes, in the land of Bellwright, as you can see. But a good thing, a tip, you can see the smoke in the horizon. That's that bandit camp. It's up on the hill. We can see it here. We've also got a few bandit camps around us. The green ones, these are the easier ones, so just bear that in mind. I've got one over here as well. So just keep your distance from them, and wolves and boars at this point in time may kill you. So these ones you definitely want to stay away from. But we want to start clearing out these smaller ones as soon as we can, because they're where the raids come from, and a lot of bandits walking up and down the roads. They'll give us books as well, which will help us increase our stats in attributes. So all these things like strength, agility, all that sort of stuff. We want to increase those so we can become better at certain things. You may want to focus on swords or archery. It's up to you. So yeah, either or. I like the archery, but you know, I found that seems to work really well this game at the moment. It is overpowered, just to keep that in mind. Later on, you'll want definitely to have one or two-handed going on, but at the early stages, I think archery. All right, let's head on over to the village and talk to the elder now. Okay, we're heading into the village. I actually ran into a wolf on the way here, so that was fun, and we managed to kill it. So be wary of those wolves. They can be dangerous. We have a merchant off here to the left, and further over to the other side we have an inn, which is handy if you're far away and you want to sleep through the night and not have to fast travel back to your base. It's the only time I would use it. We also have a book merchant over there to the left as well. Now the books, we'll have a look and I'll show you, explain those to you quickly. This guy here sells books. You can get them by killing bandits, and you can find them in chests as well. But essentially,
I advise you to start a discourse with the elder. We have learned through many.
So he's not going to allow us to look at books just yet because we haven't progressed past the elder, but we'll have a look at that later.
You again. I'll tell you what. We actually have one. It gets. Well, we got into a little discussion about. He doesn't. Hungry. If you can. So the priority is the traps. Go speak with Amelie. She's a bit of a. She has a good relationship with every.
Alright, so we need to find Emily, and then she will direct us towards the trapper. So we're going to find her. She's just behind us. That's not her. She's just up this way. I can see her. There she is. She's dressed like a noblewoman. Now, one thing to remember when you are hiring people in the town too, the nicer they are dressed, the more expensive one they're going to be. You need renowned. If you can see the top left-hand corner, we have renowned 60. We need a lot of renown. Our beggars are cheap. If you have a look at this guy, you can see I only need 23 renown to hire this guy. I've got 60 at the moment, so I can hire 2 beggars if I want to. So just but you have a look at his stats. He's got skill gain -30, and he's a slacker as well. So there are a number of these guys in town. So if we can see if we can find another one. Here's another one over here. We might get lucky. These are random stats too, by the way.
Sorry, I'm busy. Go find the village elder.
All right, so this guy's exactly the same. So look, they get you going. We'll just have a quick look and see whether we can. As an example, this lady here is not gonna.
Sorry, I'm busy. Not yet, traveler.
You can see we need a higher trust level in the town, and then we need a little bit more renowned. But she's slightly better. She's got no negative traits, but she has just slightly better things here too. All right, let's go and find this Emily lady. We've kind of lost track of her. Here she is here.
Greetings, newcomer. I am. What can I do for you? Unfortunately, perhaps bring a book so you have something to do while he rants.
All right, so now we just need to find this guy. He's not too far away. Just want to see if we can find another beggar. There's another beggar down there, I think. We'll see if there's anything different. They may all have the same stats to begin with. But getting a couple of these guys to actually get us up and running would be handy.
Sorry, I'm busy. Go find the village elder. He should be able to help.
Yeah, he's a slacker as well. So we've got him. We'll go get that other guy. Don't worry about the spending renown on the beggars to begin with. You will get that renown back as you trade them in. So I can't see another one down here. So we'll just run back up here and grab another one. We want as much manpower as we can get to start off with. So. And there's a beggar over here. We can always disavow them later. If you have, I'll show you how that option works.
I won't work with a complete no-name in these hard times.
All right, so you can see the renown went up. Now it's actually costing me 141 renown. So we only going to be able to get the one beggar this time. Let's head off and find this trapper. But I do suggest getting the beggar straight up. The more manpower you've got, the quicker you are going to get things done. So let's head over there now and we'll talk to this guy. It's pretty easy. Just keep to the roads. They, as I said, enable you to run further and faster. We have a bit of food on us, but as you can see, we have spoiled food now. All those berries that we had have all disappeared. So we can get more berries out of town. Inside town, we can't get them. And if you try to collect something, you can see, I'll find something in a minute. It says that this is a property of the town. So as an example, if we wanted to, say, collect this hemp, you can see it does belong to the nearby village, so we can't take it. But we're going to head on up now. You can see on the mini map, there's a little icon down there, and we can open it up, and you can also see him wandering around up here. He's not too far away. So we'll head on there now. Alright, another little thing I forgot to mention as we're coming outside of town along this pathway, you can see we ran into this little shrine. Now, another thing to remember too is that your guys will get hungry. So you can order them to eat by, if they're in your command, going harvest berries. And he'll just start harvesting berries for you, so that's kind of handy. But we'll go and have a look at this one here and just take the offerings. We get some extra stuff here. And we can just examine this. And we'll have a look at our inventory now. We can see that we've got a book. Now this is a farming book. So in order to use this for yourself, you would just basically go to attributes and then click on farming. Now I would suggest using those kind of books for your companions, because let's have a look how much stuff he picked up then. So he picked up a full amount of berries, which is really good. So that's kind of handy. But if you have a look at his attributes, he can go to 2 on farming. So if you click on this little plus sign here, you can do this from any of your guys anywhere in the map. You can just increase his farming. But we want to see what the trapper's skills look like first. Now we want him to have lots of food. He'll stop following us if he doesn't have food in his inventory. So that's one thing we want to make sure of.
How's that new weapon treating you?
We could give him a one of those as well. So there we go. And we'll head on up to this other guy. He's just at the top of this hill. Now we could send our companion back to our base. There's not really much there to do at the moment, but we could do it. So we'll send him back there, see if he... Although we do want to be wary of wolves in the area, so we'll keep him with us actually for the moment. Don't want to lose him straight away.
You don't look like the hunting type, so what are you doing here? Huh? Torbjorn has no respect for my craft. He doesn't value everything I've contributed. You're asked. So I left.
Just skipping through all this dialogue. I've done this before. You guys can...
Actually, it's not. I'm sick of talking about it. You look. I'm willing to join you if you provide me with shelter and food.
All right. Well, we have shelter done. So
any good news? Is my new home ready?
Have to just. Yes, it is. So so we just need to get him.
Yes? What do you want now? Oh no, I'm not ready to trust you again.
Alright, so I'm not sure what happened. Turn your companion into a worker so you can help.
How's that new weapon treating you?
Alright, well, we'll just turn him into a worker now. And then we'll talk to this guy again.
What do you want now? Oh no, I'm not ready to trust you again.
Alright, so it looks like we didn't realize this was going to happen. By hiring the beggar, we've actually lost the opportunity to hire this guy. Which is very strange. So I've never actually seen that before, so... we actually should have probably just taken him first and then hired the beggar. That's extraordinarily unusual. I didn't realize that it actually had happened, actually. So we need to research a small trap, which I'm hoping this guy can actually do. So we'll head back down and see what happens now. Okay, we're back at our base now. And one thing I want to see whether this guy does or not. He is hopefully going to put the berries that he collected away in here, which is what he's doing. Now, when you get someone like this, you want to set up their job priorities. Research, I just want research done as quick as possible, so we're going to always have that as number 1. And then we're going to have things like crafting, delivery, cooking. We could actually, doesn't really matter which way these go, he has to cook and then deliver anyway, so hopefully he'll start researching in a second, and we can start to get some extra things done. We do need to research a small trap, so we will get that done. As soon as the beggar has completed this one, we'll have a look in the research thing and see whether the trap is there. Get that one going. Alright, we did pick up some other things that I'll just have a look at now while waiting for that research. If you have a look at that shrine, we picked up that book. We also picked up this old coin. And this old coin can be handed in, and you can get basically trust with the village to increase your trust level. You'll collect them and you hand them to the elders for trust. You can sell them if you want to, but they are pretty handy at getting trust early on. We also just, when we killed that wolf, we managed to get a couple of wolf fangs. Same thing with those. You'll be able to hand those in as well to the elder to get trust as well. And we'll show you how that works next time we head back to the village. Now, to keep them safe from raiders, I would keep them in this chest if you're going to put them away safely. And the book as well, probably put that in there as well. We're not doing any farming at the moment. I don't really want to level up the beggar to farming, so I'll just put that book away as well. So basically, what else? We got some pelts here. We'll put that away as well. And while we're waiting for him to complete the research, I'm going to gather up some more rock, stones, and wood and things like that. So. Okay, so once we have crafted the trap and placed the trap somewhere, we'll get this new village in need option, and it will be 3 small traps and 1 pelt. So you will be required to kill at least 1 wolf. We have already got our pelt, which is good. We did kill the wolf on the way back, and we're going to need to build these traps. Well, he's already built 2 for us, which is great. So we basically just need another trap now. You just go to your workbench and you just go to craft, and we're just going to see what we need. We need 5 pieces of wood. We've been collecting bits and pieces, so let's get that wood going and we can craft that other trap. Then we can sleep the night away, and then we can head back to the village and collect our reward, and we'll show you, the next steps in this game. So I'm just going to head on off to sleep in a second. We'll have our traps and our pelts, and we'll see you in the town. Okay, we're going to fulfill this quest now. We've got the traps that we need.
You're back. Did you manage to convince it? You see, we have a problem with wolves, and someone has to... You showed me you're true to your word, but I need more to trust you.
Okay, so we got some extra renown there. You see we're up to 67, and we gained some trust in the village. Now, I did bring those wolf fangs and that coin with me, just to show you how that works as well. So you just talk to the elder, and...
I'm sorry, but I don't have...
Looks like you can't actually give it to him this early in the game, but essentially you would just be chatting to him, and you'd be selling them to him, and you would be earning some more trust. Down the bottom right hand corner, you can see my trust is still stranger. I need an extra 50 in order to get that to the first level, where I can start to recruit people. And the wolf fangs and the coin would probably help with that. I can't remember the exact totals it gives you, but it does give you, I think, I'm not really sure, 50 for the coin, I think, and maybe 5 for the wolf fangs. Anyway, there are 2 things that you can give. So now we just need to find the wolves, and we need to kill 2 wolves, and that shouldn't be too hard. But look, that's the first stages of this one. I think we'll try and keep this as short as possible. So in the second episode, we will continue on, and I'll show you some tips and tricks along the way. So I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. If you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video, and that way you can keep up to date with what other content I'm bringing your way in regards to Bellwright. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Wombat out.
Und lightning takes to the skies with pixels ablaze and battles untamed. We'll conquer the virtual, never made.